I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Gerry!
Hey everybody, it's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Most of your friends.
Yeah, most of my friends are here this week. Gerry just moved into a new place, was not sure he was going to make it, and it looks like he didn't.
He lives in Montrose, like Ronnie Montrose. Wow!
All right.
Brian, you look like you want to punch Blaine right now.
We haven't
like
even
Ronnie
done
Montrose.
the flashback, or last week's, and Blaine's jumping in.
Sorry. Listen, back to one, everybody.
Get on your bad motor scooter. And what happened last week?
Well, a lot happened last week. You guys, in some ways, and this will just have to be one of those future episodes maybe we do where we talk about how far off the reservation you wander sometimes. You guys have done a few things that I wasn't expecting. Last week, though, we left off with a cliffhanger, and it looked like the people sided with you, Brian. They did not like the cliffhanger. They were like, "Just resolve that shit, you motherfucker!"
Oh wow!
But
they use that.
yeah, no,
we can just wrap it up tonight.
That's
I mean,
good,
if that's
yeah.
what they want. They want to see the end.
Stay tuned.
I don't think the internet tolerates that kind of language.
They probably use cheat codes too.
No, when
Triangle,
we left
triangle,
off,
square,
you
circle,
guys,
square. RL.
you guys had escaped. Rather, you'd escaped the
And
tower.
evacuated.
Yeah.
Where's the
And-
triangle?
You'd done some orbital bombardment of your own on this thing,
I'll
caused
say.
some damage, and it was in some pretty dire straits. Whatever you had done to the mechanisms of these towers, it had an effect on the fleet. The fleet seemed to be coming down. You must have somehow taken some
the
type
fuck
of
out of that thing.
the
Crystal.
the neural center of the collectors seems to be circuiting a little bit. But you guys had escaped and found that one of the towers had actually sort of detached from this planetoid and looked like it was like a gigantic escape vessel almost.
I'm going to tell Sandor and Wildstar to take the Argo up, and we're going to use the wave motion gun.
Sir Richard wasn't about to leave that old necromancer breathing, so you guys
Not Sir
sort of
Richard.
you had a quick powwow. You flipped the ship around, and anticipating a possible jump, like a faster than light jump, you basically boarded the escaping tower at the earliest possible moment. And got back in there, and now you're back in the tower, and you're making your way through the tower to find this old guy. You felt a moment of disorientation that may have been a jump, but you don't have any sort of reference point to confirm that.
I thought we looked out and just saw space at some point. No?
Yeah, like some crazy spacescape.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see you saw an
I just thought we saw,
unfamiliar
open space.
through one of the windows? Yeah. Okay. So then you have confirmed that you've jumped. You did get into a lift though, and I think the cliffhanger.
I don't know if that happened. We got it out of him.
The cliffhanger that we left you on. Yeah, you jumped. Okay, fine. You fucking assholes.
Sneaky.
Stay tuned next week to find out what last week's cliffhanger was. No, you had gotten onto a lift, and it had become sort of a runaway, a runaway elevator. And at the very last minute, possibly, Sir Richard made a pretty spectacular roll that I remember, but you guys aren't aware yet of what the role meant. But right now it seems like you're in real dire straits because you're on this lift, and it looks like it's possibly just going to slam you up into the top of the shaft.
I'll say.
Not that there's too much drama there, because Gerry made a good roll, but that's where we left off.
That's the way you do it.
And you guys were sort of huddled, and you were taking different tactics. I was interested to see what your runaway elevator strats were, because you guys were like, I'm going to huddle up on the floor, and I'm going to try and sponge the motion with my knees or whatever.
Right before it hits the ground, I'm going to jump up in the air. Little Cosby.
But right now, you're feeling the force of several G's as this elevator's just like a piston, going straight up. So,
like a guy getting fucked to death by a horse.
Oh, hilarious!
God, Mr.
Hilarious.
It was hilarious.
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 Too much?
Slaylarious.
That was Ken's phone ringer. I would just like to say.
Was the sound of the guy
the most
getting
awful
fucked to
thing
death
I'd
by a
ever
horse.
seen was what rang on his phone every time someone called him. Disgusting.
It's funny.
You're a
Come
terrible
on,
human
it's
being.
funny. It's funny.
Scott's
Like,
right.
like
You're
8
terrible.
people had to work together to get this guy fucked to death by a horse.
With that many
Camera and a
people?
guy to hold the horse and somebody to hold the guy.
That story didn't have a happy ending, except for the horse. Up top.
Horse fucking blew it all over the place.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I'm thinking about eating over here.
Oh, man. All right.
How about I talk about that for 2 hours?
We've done it before. We've
This
had
is gonna
D&D
make-
sessions turn into that.
It's going to make a great bonus feature. The horse fucking your guy to death conversation.
All right. Well, this may seem a little anticlimactic after 1 week of waiting, but
Yeah, we're already at 59 minutes.
But
Nothing happened.
you guys are on the you guys are on this lift, and it's it's going so quickly. The floors are almost like blurs. It's almost like you're looking into a zoetrope. Almost, it's just. So Richard is he's sort of in a half, he's like got one hand on the ground and he's kneeling and he's muttering prayers to Bahamut. And as you guys are assuming sort of your best head between the knees, duck and cover
A good B.
positions. Sir Richard, he starts dragging himself, who I think I'm playing. Am I playing Sir Richard tonight?
Yeah.
Sir
Yeah.
Dave.
I thought it was
He doesn't
was
want
being
me to
played
play
by
it.
Steve Lawrence.
All right, so Sir Richard,
Steve
he's sort
Lawrence, Ronnie Montrose, which is older.
I'm going into my Carol Burnett stuff.
Sir Richard finishes his prayer. At first, none of you notice, but he finishes his prayer, and then with sort of a peaceful, tranquil look on his face, he sort of, as if he weighs much more than he does because of the pressure of the elevator going up. He starts to sort of drag himself across the floor towards the opening of the elevator.
It's like a dog masturbating on the carpet.
And oh god, it's just such a good thing he's not here. You would be getting glowered at.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 3 glower.
I can take it.
I didn't kill my wife. That would probably happen at some point. He dragged himself across the floor, and he gets to the you can see his like some of his clothing start to rustle like in the wind of as he approaches the front of the lift. And he just calmly he pulls his hand back like he's going to punch the opening. This is the Bahamut hand, and he sticks his hand out into the churning barrier of the floors, and you guys are all smashed against the ceiling of the elevator as it just comes to a grinding halt with about 3 inches space just slammed down on his fist, his light fist, his Iron Man hand. But the elevator stopped. It should have severed even his light hand, but once again, it seems Bahamut must have heard his prayer. Now, I will say, the behind the scenes role of this just has to be shared. He said he was going to pray, and I gave him. I don't like a lot of Deus Ex Machina in here, so I gave him a 2% chance that.
Jesus.
And he milked
Bahamut would answer, and I rolled a 2 for him.
Wow.
So, yeah. Those moments. It sucks
crazy.
that he's not here, but that's why I was so jazzed last week. I was like, oh shit.
Somebody just peed a little. And
So anyway, let's roll. You guys take. We did a partial second edition transfer, by the way. So we're gonna. I was gonna work on it this week, but
People
I
that
actually
are
got offers
been
from
sick of us doing 4. We're on to 2.
from a listener and a pal of mine, McFarland. He was like, dude, I'll convert that shit for you. I was like, all right,
And he'll make
we'll talk.
make some Spawn figures
talk.
for you too.
No, Jeff, not Todd. But yeah.
He'll have Stewie come in and do some things.
Yeah. So
Hi.
Sir Richard manages to stop the lift.
Jagger, not Farley.
Oh, whoa! What happened, guys? Did we win?
You guys basically take the equivalent of fall damage as you're smashed up against the ceiling. So let's get some D6 out. For some reason, I always remember the second edition fall damage rules. 1d6 per 10 feet. Do you guys remember that? Does that sound familiar to you?
I do now.
Anyway, it doesn't really apply to this. But
remember
let's
the
roll.
shit out
Let's roll 3d6.
4, 10,
Oh,
16.
Blackie nearly broke his silly neck on the ceiling.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing: is I was gonna. My plan for the elevator was I have a dimensional step kind of a spell. So if I knew the thing was gonna come to an end, I was gonna kind of do a little hop so that I wouldn't get smashed.
Well, that's nice for you, isn't it?
Minus 13 for me.
13.
I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2.
Ooh, nice.
yeah.
I got a 1 and 1 and a 6.
Finally, those ones did something for me.
Ugh. After I roll a 1.
I rolled
Now,
a sweet 16.
I would consider retconning
2
a
5s
chance
and a
for you to
3.
roll that, but having seen him crawling to the door and everything, hop in next time. Just so
okay.
I'm going to incate. But understandably, no one could expect that Sir Richard's going to punch the elevator shaft.
I didn't know what the heck was going to happen.
So.
I was imagining it going dong 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 dong.
Oh no, he went all in. Okay, so now you guys, what you guys are seeing now, the lift is like
Fuck.
jammed, stop just to a freeze, and so you're looking at. Let's see, how would that work? There's the opening, and then it's slammed. So you're looking at a wall and about a 4-inch gap with some crunched up stone where it sort of started to wrap around his arm. So you've got a little like seam there.
Like a baby cat.
You're gonna have to, you're gonna have to chip away some of the rock or pry the lift down a bit. It might drop again in a minute. That would not be good if the whole thing just went.
Yeah.
How about
went dead.
How about just like a strength thing?
Yeah.
Just a couple of.
Just try and pry it
Crack at it with a sword, maybe. Or
and hope it doesn't just jar loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this,
I mean,
these
is
things,
there any way to secure it? I don't think there would be. 'Cause
Well,
it's all
no.
smooth.
And this thing does. It's been very smooth, and there's like seamless. I mean, if there's not like cracks on the edges and stuff, so the mechanism's been real smooth this whole time. But this is the first time you've actually heard it really misbehave. So it's like grinding,
stuck.
and so it sounds like if you did pry it down, there's a possibility that it wouldn't break loose. So
Do you want to
It's worth
smash it with a
trying.
hammer?
it's up to you guys. You can pry it, or you can go at the floor. The chipping away the stones probably not.
Yeah,
too
I have a
feasible.
sword. I'm guessing a axe or a hammer would be better.
Okay. I'll try it. strike at it with my axe.
You're going to try chipping.
Sure.
Or you can wedge in.
I think we should wedge and
leave for it.
That would
fulcrum.
probably be better, yeah.
Okay.
That's Sir Richard talking. I didn't kill my wife.
I don't care.
Yeah, let's try that.
Party, pal.
All right. Team
Wow,
effort?
that was really good.
Thank you.
That's the way you do it.
Oh, that was you? I thought somebody played the soundbite through their phone. Holy shit, Ken. Vin Diesel and now this.
Yeah, it's really amazing. My
Do Vin Diesel
my vocal
talking to Bruce
prowess.
Willis,
Like a man of 6 voices.
but saying only quotes from movies that they've done.
I only know one quote from Vin Diesel in terms of commercials. So
What?
The thing he does for Taco Bell.
yeah,
That's weird. They got him.
come to Taco Bell.
Jeez. I got chills.
It was like Vin Diesel was near the room.
Okay, so team effort. Should we do a joint strike on this
Sure.
thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so Sir Richard, I think he's got... You guys are probably too strong to even pry. It might even just be better to just sort of do a squat.
Yeah, and sort of push down against the mechanism thing.
All right, so it'll be... you guys... Blackie, you want to lean...
Sure.
Put your back into this too?
Sure.
Your back is sore after rolling 16.
After being nearly crushed to death.
All right, let's do some second edition strength checks. So get out your D20s.
Right on.
We roughly translated, and this is very rough, but you know what? This is just the way it's going to go. Subtracting 1 from each stat. That's the... and 20s became 18s.
I rolled an 8, so
All right.
I made my...
A 4?
Yep.
I got a 6.
Trey.
And Jerry rolled a 2. All right, that's
three, Louis.
a suite of successes. So these guys were trying to roll D20s for a total under their strength. That's the
Bust out of this
the
thing.
old way. The old way, like it's like like I'm a shaman. Oh, that's the old way.
ways of D&D.
All right, so you guys, for a moment, the lift doesn't give, but you
Get a job!
yeah, you can almost hear the sinew creaking.
That's hot.
It's a sinuous elevator.
No, it's our
in
sinews,
in
our
each other.
muscles.
Okay. It's like,
It's our muscles rippling under our skins.
Are our characters sweating as much as I am right now?
I doubt it. It's hot in here.
Holy shit.
Can we do another strength check, like real slow?
Take off all your clothes.
So yeah, this thing it grinds.
threatening. The tone of that.
What? No,
He's
that,
just singing.
that cool hip hop song.
So hot,
I
so
know,
hot.
it was like a demand the way it
Getting
came out.
hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
Take off all your clothes.
Take off all your clothes.
Take off your fucking clothes.
Take them off.
I said it's hot in here.
That sexy R&B song by Sling Blade.
Yeah.
Take off your clothes.
Wow, another amazing.
Yep.
Whoa.
Wait, that was your
We're
Sling
nailing
Blade?
it. That
Yeah.
was Sling Blade. Yeah.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
get some of them potatoes.
They have to
Yeah, I like them potatoes.
kill again.
Angel is a centerfold.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, Sark.
Yeah.
Can you do Woody Allen?
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Because everyone can do Woody Allen, right?
Minds
so
are
I want
blown.
to hear
I
it.
cannot do Woody
In
Allen.
5 seconds. Here we go.
All right. Oh shit! I don't even know what to
He's
do.
so
for Woody Allen.
red-faced.
Something Jewish and complainy.
Just say, yeah, talk
So what
about
I was going for with my latest rom-com.
That sounds like fucking Travolta.
Over here. Hey, it's over here.
What the fuck is Woody Allen?
Worst impressions ever on earth.
Oh shit! I just did the voice that I see coming out of his face when I picture his face.
All
so,
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes more sense. All right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so yeah,
Thank you for that.
about 6 inches of stone on stone
Yeah,
grind,
exactly.
and then it drops, and your hearts jump for a second because it drops about 2 feet, and then it just lodges. It's the mechanism must
I'm
be
getting
just
the hell out of this thing.
yeah. So you've got a wide enough gap to sort of
Swing down.
slide through, and
Down
not
through.
dilly dally in the
Howdy
in
out.
between part.
Howdy out and see.
So
Yeah, I'm already out.
all right. Everyone scoots out.
I don't know, the
Starboil.
other people didn't say anything.
What about my big ass?
I'm out.
You fit.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
As long as you can make your butt go limp, you can get through that.
Limp.
Oh, he can. I've seen
You
it.
gotta really,
I've seen it happen.
relax his
It's the
glutes.
biggest muscle in your body.
I'm sorry, my compatriots. This has never happened to me before. That's my impression of Woody Allen.
When his butt goes limp.
Yeah, when my butt goes limp.
You know what I mean? Like
Annie
if you
Hall,
tried to get
why are you making fun
that
of my
narrow
butt going
spot
limp?
with your big barbarian butt clenched
Yeah.
up? It's not going to work.
So I watched an episode of Glee, and
Your butt went limp.
yep.
That's weird because my soul died.
So you guys you're off the lift. You were en
Let's
route
kill the-
to get to the top. So I think the goal now for us, says Sir
Kill old-
Richard,
kill old
is
people.
we got to continue moving upstairs. We got to find either another lift. That's a little nerve wracking.
How about a staircase? We just rest every 15
Or
floors.
another
Have a Cliff Bar.
another soul shaft. Although that might not work now that
Didn't
you guys.
OSHA take care of this building?
Yeah, let's
escape.
try to use stairs as much as we can.
Do we have stairs?
There hasn't been any
Yeah,
stairs
fucking.
so far,
Okay.
but yeah, got to get upstairs.
There's got to be
somehow,
like
so.
an employee elevator or something, right? One of those padded ones.
I think we have to go up the shaft
All right. So
like a
you
load
are.
of semen.
Let me figure out which floor you're on. Okay. All right. So you are in a little antechamber here, a little lift waiting room. There's a hallway that's leading directly out from you. Same black halls, dimly lit, recessed Gothic lighting. It's sort of you're still in the sort of the, or at least this floor is similar to the docking area, sort of posh.
This
Yeah.
is where they're having the after party.
You're looking straight down a hallway. Similar lighting, similar structure, but there's none of the gaudy paintings here.
Interesting.
And this hallway leads straight out, and almost like a hotel room. It's just lined with doors. This one's just door, both sides.
And what's at the end?
Seems to go on forever, but it's just dimly lit, so you can't
just
see
fades
with
off.
it. Yeah.
So I kick down a door.
Yeah, we can
Alright.
start popping doors.
All right.
Pop them doors.
First door you come to, you kick it in, and on a little.
I don't even try the door.
It's the old
by the
man.
way.
Kill him.
Yeah, I didn't. You didn't tell me, so I
Yeah,
figured you were just
okay.
going in. Yeah.
Just want to be clear.
No, and and the door just like any connection the door had to the wall just evaporates because your strength is what?
It's actually not that great.
Kabillion.
It's a 14.
14. Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a well-rounded.
So the door goes,
I have
ow,
a lot
my
of
knob.
let's roll a d20 before I.
Ooh, my hinge. Ow, my people.
No, I'm glad we rolled that.
I think you're retconning now your own DMing. This is outrageous.
Sarah just rolled an 18 and failed her strength
Ow.
deck. So now roll 2d12 for ankle damage. I'm just kidding you. That would be terrible. It would like
2d12
snap. No,
ankle
that'd be a
damage.
compound fracture. No. So you try the door, but you were off balance a little bit, so it didn't.
I meant to do that.
Whatever you
But
say.
I try the
Slack.
doorknob.
All right. No. Yeah. Sir Richard says he believes you. All right. You try the door. Yeah, the doorknob. It opens right up. And you're looking into a tiny room, windowless, and
$1,200 a month.
and
We in Brooklyn?
on a stone.
that? Which one's that?
It almost looks
Is that
like
Woody Allen or
Yeah, what was that?
Mandy Patinkin?
I've been watching a ton of Homeland.
Amazing how many celebrities we have playing D&D with us
Yeah,
all the time.
Crazy.
It's really crazy.
I'm gonna roll to Ben Boss with Gates.
Tony Randall, everyone.
Nailed it. There you go. It was Tony
not
Randall.
bad. That was not
That's
bad.
Love
It wasn't bad.
That's Love Sydney era. Tony Randall.
Really good.
When he was smoking a lot of cloves.
Tony Randall should crawl through an AC duct and complain about going out to California. That'd
be
and having a
weird.
few laughs. It would be perfect.
Not Tony Randall.
Okay, so yeah, you bust into this room, and on a little, well, not little, it's like a bare stone
It's a bear?
block is a human, a naked
Oh, God.
human male,
Oh, no.
and
He's getting milk.
and
with one of the
he's got
machines.
all these lines running up to these like little tubes and
I
stuff
knew it. This place is a Korean massage parlor.
running up into the ceiling. Every now and then you can see he looks dead, but his body will twitch almost imperceptibly, but the lines will shake slightly.
It's the old guy?
No,
No,
this is the
we
same thing
saw
that
this
happened
already.
before, and then Jerry just cut all the
it's crazy.
lines.
Yeah.
And they
then-
all started retracting and getting weird and flopping
Spitting out
around.
milk.
They were
and
spitting stuff out, and then he
That was
killed
a halfling.
him. Like he wasn't dead, but he was dead or something. It was confusing.
Right. Yes.
I think he put him out of his misery.
Yes.
I buried an axe in him just now while we were talking.
Weird.
All right.
Takes care of that.
All right. So yeah,
Mystery's over.
gushing,
He is so impulsive.
gushing out of the wound comes just a disgusting mix of milk and blood. It looks like
And some of it gets in your mouth.
It looks like Metallica's Load album cover. It's for Brian. Yeah.
Is that the one with the girl and whipped cream? Oh, I'm thinking of Herb Alpert.
Yeah. He twitches a couple times, but lays still. So that guy's dead.
You showed him.
Looks like someone here didn't get a happy ending.
Yep.
Sorry, I tipped my shades.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Those little scenes are my favorite though, because if you to hear us play it out, it sounds like a normal D&D scene. But if you think about that scene actually happening, it's
It's horrible.
It's kick a door in, see something atrocious, joke about it, while in the background somebody murders the guy who's asleep. It's fucking amazing. Like something about that triggered Brian's character while you were talking, and he was like, fuck, I have to kill this guy.
Brian Posehn putting the chaos in chaotic.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. All right. So back out into the hall.
Yeah.
Try any more
Yeah.
doors?
I don't know. For the
get it.
protection of everyone aboard, I don't know.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I think we should check all the doors. Just in
All right.
case
Okay, are
there's-
we gonna kill? Are you gonna like behead everyone who's in?
If you don't want me to.
Well,
Well, we could
What's
just
the goal?
sort,
Why are we not
sort
killing
through
them?
all the cables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could.
Or just leave them there.
Yeah, because I feel like we're setting off alarms when we
Yeah,
do that.
exactly.
Well, I just don't know. Yeah, we just don't know exactly if they're being pumped with stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if these guys are part of the solution or part of the problem
Right.
yet.
I just want to go upstairs.
Yeah, me too. Let's go.
Okay.
Okay.
So a quick scan of we'll say like who tries a door as you guys leave.
I'll try a door.
A couple doors.
My ankle
Yeah.
hurts.
All right, so 2 doors. You step out of here, and oh wait, you didn't say you did, so just one. Bart, you cross the hall real quick, peek in.
I'll check a door.
All right, second door. So hold on, let me roll.
Whenever I see I'm not telling him where.
All right. All right, good to know. Well, he'll just have to role play that you didn't tell him because I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
That way we don't have to change.
If you
chairs.
find my clone body, don't murder it, please.
But these are all
Okay.
men. That's sort of one important
Oh,
thing. Yeah.
interesting.
So, Bart, you open the door across the hall, and laying on another slab is another dude. He's laying there,
I just close
faintly
the door and
twitching,
leave.
sleeping. Okay.
Quietly close the door and leave.
Amar,
Nothing in there.
you opened. Wait, what did I roll? Oh yeah, you
Sorry,
opened
is
a
this
door,
108? I thought this was 108.
and you're startled by it looks like a guy waiting like just inside the door. But just a split second of sort of shock, settles, and you see that it's a guy who's actually suspended upright with the tubes.
Okay.
He appears to be possibly catatonic, but as you sort of creak the door open, you see that he is suspended that way to make room for another 8. So there's 9 guys hanging upright. It's sort of like...
That's where I went for lunch today.
They have gray fries.
It's sort
9
of like
guys upright.
in that that Robin Cook movie, Coma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
With
not,
Genevieve Bujold.
Written by Michael Crichton. Michael Crichton's Coma.
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's
Yeah.
not Robin Cook. That was Michael Crichton, right?
Maybe it was Robin Cook. I thought it was Michael Crichton. I could be wrong.
I wish there was some sort of instantaneous information
I have
database
no idea
we
how
could
we'll
tap
ever
into.
find out.
Anyway, they're suspended.
If anybody
upright.
knows, write us a letter.
Maybe
Sent by
Robin
P.O.
Cook
Box
wrote the
78.
book and Michael Crichton wrote the show?
I don't know.
Walla Walla, Washington.
Because they both sound right.
Well, they're the same person, kind of. Science Spence. Science Spence
There's
thrillers.
Robin Cook.
Wrote the book.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey?
well, I show my friends what's going on in this room.
All right, so this room's oddly not silent. It's like you can hear that sort of rustle of tubing.
Let's take a quick break and then we'll decide what we're going to do.
Russell.
Now we're all... just tell everybody we're in a car now. We're on the 101. We're headed north.
So now we're driving to Brian's
Okay,
house because
we're
he forgot
back.
something.
Brian-
Hold on, I'm
He was
going to
being
move
stressed.
this microphone. It was blocking you like a black censored bar over your face, and I missed you.
Some people would like that.
Not any of us. We're your friends.
Oh, that's right.
And you're Brian Posehn and...
What are we going to do with the
we
hangy
just turned the
dudes?
fan on because the AC is not working in the building because we're here late.
And because you
So-
said you have terrible anxiety and the white noise helps you, right?
Yeah.
Helps you calm you.
Not falling asleep in my sweaty chair that calms me too.
Like an
Good.
eagle
I like that, Blaine.
to the sea.
So that's the noise that you hear in plane.
Does it
What were
sound
you
the
saying
rustling?
about these guys?
Oh yeah,
Rustling.
We
so
heard
yeah,
something.
there's this sort of like it sounds like surgical tubing being jangled together. These guys are faintly sort of very obviously not dead in this room because you can actually see and hear them.
It sounds like balloon
Twitching
animals
every
being
now and
made
then.
that are going to kill us.
I say we don't do anything because it might hurt them, and then we can come back and rescue them later.
All right. Well, let's keep moving then.
I sort of wonder
You
if
know
they're
what
going to
I
come
wanna
at us
do.
later.
What medical
Maybe.
experiments on them?
No, I just
Sexual
want
I feel
experiments.
Eat them?
It's either going
Fuck
to kill
them?
them all, which is what
We
happened
could try
last
to
time.
remove because last time we removed the
Let's
tubes.
touch their parts.
Yeah. We did make sure we talked about that last time. I like kissing him awake.
Yep. And I get shit for drawing dick-like maps.
Yeah.
Every time you guys
Where do you
find
think
some-
we learned
every
it?
time you find
we learned
someone
it from
asleep,
you.
If there's an unconscious
molest-
person, it's
roll for
immediately.
molesting.
We could try to unplug one of them though and see if, or we could just keep going. I don't care.
Because that,
One
yeah,
of
last
them's
time
unplugged.
I
last
care
time they
about
were-
killing the old man is what I care about.
Oh well, Martha just unplugged one of the dudes.
Oh. Describe to me how that went.
I swung my axe at the shit that's keeping him suspended
Oh,
from
okay.
the...
Well, I meant like a gentle.
All right.
We
no,
did that
this is good.
before.
That's disconnected
Right,
the
he
way I...
unplugged
Very,
him
very
just
different
like
from unplugged.
That's like parking
Not-
by cartwheeling down the freeway.
Not really the definition.
All right.
How do you
Yeah.
How do you unplug appliances in your
Yeah,
house?
man.
Do you just have
With
to
the
keep buying
fucking
new
battle
toasters?
axe, how do you do it?
Oh, come on. She's not that bad.
All right, so one guy falls to the
My
ground.
wife.
Oh,
Tubes
another excellent impression.
tubes leaking some type of milky fluid. Loose tubes connected to the ceiling sort of snap around for a few moments as pressure seems to go down. He's pretty clearly dead when he dropped. By the
Stop
time
helping
he-
these people.
Can you do now that we're sort of second edition? Can Blackie do detect magic on the fluids?
Is
or
he
anything?
actually dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me run
He's
a
dead.
detect magic in this room.
All right. Now that's if we do that, if I remember right, detect magic is a spell that you'll have to remember that you would learn. I think that would go without saying because Blaine always
Oh, like
learns
when you
detect
actually
magic.
pick your spells, you'd have to know it.
Yeah, I think it would be detecting evil, detecting maids, detecting greenblats,
Probably
detecting
an early,
parking,
So probably an early.
detecting fudge. That's a good one. Can I detect fudge?
Let's see here. We're gonna find it. Detect magic, first level spell here.
This is taking me back. I'm looking through my copy of the Lorax. Is that the right book?
Well, you would probably pick that, right, as one of your spells, or no? Because you can't. I guess.
Oh, yeah,
He's
I-
saying you can't use it if you.
I remember always taking detect magic because we always needed it.
Yeah.
All right. So then, note to self, Blaine: when it's time to pick spells, one of your first levels will have to be detect magic.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And the other
All
one's
right.
going to be detect fudge. Oh, fudge.
That one tickled me. That one really got me.
I'm writing detect fudge in big, thick letters.
All right, detect
fudgy
magic.
letters.
You can detect magical radiations in a path 10 feet wide, 60 feet long in the direction you're facing. All right. So standing sort of facing the room to get as much of it in your in the effects of the spell as possible. You cast your mind out, and you get sort of these mental heat signatures back, showing that indeed the lines are filled with some type of magic.
Oh, somebody should drink it.
Some type of magic fluid. Yeah.
Not really.
Can I get
Everyone looked at you first, like,
I know.
huh? Do you think?
What are you, nuts?
Jerry would have.
Drink that
Should I?
shit.
Should I roleplay Jerry
You
right
should
now?
totally make him drink it. I don't know. Will it kill him?
then some Pop Rocks and Coke?
Not if I say a prayer to Muhammad. Nothing can hurt me now.
Can I get
Is it Jerry?
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I get a vibe of like if there's of circulation, if this stuff is going up or down or like into or out of these people? Because I'm thinking it might be souls being extracted. Souls and like eye cores and things like that.
Soul sauce.
Yes. So you can, but you don't need to detect magic for that. You just need Blackie Green's sharp eye and even sharper wit.
Knock knock.
Looking at the way the lines sort
Brannigan.
of snapped once they're cut, you can see that some of them are
Arteries and some are veins.
some are sucking and some are blowing.
Yeah. Why do you got to work blue?
Soul dialysis.
Okay, and the fluid has a magic tinge to it. Are
Yes.
these and these guys? I can see the magic in them. Is there any sort of like life detection in there? I mean, I don't want to get all
I can see the magic in you. Right?
I don't want to get all pippin about it.
Yeah, the sort of your read is that it is like literally coursing through their veins. It's being something's being introduced to their system, and then something's being extracted.
Yeah,
it looks like
replacing-
the fluid is being pumped in.
Well, maybe it's some sort of displacement thing where they just sort of like clone the bodies and then they remove. It's almost like they're liquefying the bodies and then replacing them with a 3D printer of the bodies with this other fluid. This is my theory, and then that's where all those other bodies are coming from. They replace all the bodies on the worlds, so that no one's the wiser.
So like they don't have blood anymore; they just have milk inside them, magic milk.
Oh,
But it's almost like they're being
They just have
dematerialized
magic milk
and
inside.
simultaneously rematerialized with some sort of other material that makes them into some sort of
Or
zombie.
like a transfusion.
Yeah,
Like
but
an
it's a
embalming.
complete matter transfusion of their whole bodies.
Oh, it's not just the liquids.
This is just the fluids, but the theory he's proposing is that there's a second part of this process happening somewhere that you're not privy to yet.
Yeah, because there's
it's going to be sucked out and made into something else?
yeah. I mean, maybe it's
Fudge.
I love
Detect
some
fudge! Detect fudge!
Level 9 spell, you won't have that for a while.
Oh, come on. That's what I'm living for. Detect fudge.
What about
That's my
magic
favorite
fudge?
Loverboy song, by the way. No, but I'm just saying that it's like it's almost like they're being that everything about them is being removed and it's being replaced with something else that's making a duplicate. But
Maybe.
they're not dead or alive. They're just replacements. They're just dummies, you know.
It's an interesting
Horrible.
theory.
Or this is the clone. Yeah, I don't know.
And also, the
Okay,
Holocaust
we're-
never happened. Read these pamphlets.
So far, the cloning's only been ladies. So whatever the purpose for the guys is something different. Could be something along those
Oh, okay.
lines.
Right.
All right.
Well, maybe the liquid is what makes them slaves. In any case, we're not going to solve this right
That's
now.
kind of a
Let's keep
statement
going.
about alcoholism.
Slave to the
All right.
liquid.
Okay, so let me get my dice.
Whatever happened to Grace Jones? Didn't she
Jesus.
marry that guy Alan Hamill, the supermarket guy?
That was
No, I'm thinking of Suzanne Summers. Yeah,
All right.
You get Grace Jones and Suzanne Summers.
I
mixed.
can't
They're
believe
almost
you
the
knew
same
who
person.
Alan Hamill was. Because
Well-
as soon as I said it, I didn't know why I was saying Alan Hamill. I was trying to think of somebody else,
Dolph
and then
Lundgren?
all of a
Do you
sudden,
not know that?
I knew,
Do you
I
not
knew,
know?
No, but his-
I knew the name, but then I was.
Ken knows.
But then I remembered that he was married to somebody famous. Who was it? Who was it? Oh, of course it was Suzanne Summers. And then you were saying it as.
But
it
you
was
know,
like,
you know
holy shit!
Brian's
You had to have
cousin
heard.
is.
That your
Suzanne
cousin is
Summers
Susan.
is my cousin.
Yeah.
You have to have heard that at some point. No?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Did I know
Yeah.
that?
What?
I can't believe we've never had this
I don't
Like
know
your
why I
first
knew that.
cousin?
Second cousin. My mom and her grew up together, though.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's 4 years younger than my mom.
Your mom is
And my
Joyce
mom-
DeWitt?
My mom was closer with her older sister, Suzanne's older sister, but we all grew up in the Bay Area. They're all, my Irish part of the family. Her last name's Mahoney, her original name.
And now she's a
my-
bagillionaire.
My grandpa Turner was related to, that was his sister, was her mom. Yeah.
Wow. Let's take a look at that clip.
But anyway,
I must have known that.
we've definitely,
Yeah, it
most of
come
my
up.
friends, if Ken's heard it, yeah. But we probably talked about it 20 years ago or something.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
When you were Piranha.
That was longer ago than that. I was piranha for not very long.
I have seen you strip a cow down to its skeleton in 30 seconds, though.
With a couple of my friends. I don't do that kind of shit by myself.
Yeah. You
I
take
wish my
half.
dad was
Traveling
Steven
back.
Sommers. Because then I could have all those behind the scenes Deep Rising tidbits,
Mummy props.
mummy props.
Yeah.
I wish my
Happy
dad
to
was
be.
Andy Summers because then I could get my script to sting.
Oh, God.
Hear me
Sweaty.
out. He finds a
It's getting
genie.
sweaty in here, Brian.
It's been sweaty.
All right, you move out into the hall then, yeah? Done in here? Or
Yeah.
did you want to do
Yeah.
your
I
surgeries?
just want to kill the old man.
I don't
Alan
think
Hamill?
we don't have an answer for what's
Enough of
going
this.
on, so
Okay.
unless someone wants to taste that milk.
I'm good.
I did look right at him, Marth, because it seemed like something he might.
I have a death toast intolerance.
All right, so you move out into the hallway and double time it straight down. You are brought to a halt when up ahead you hear the muffled sounds of it. Sounds like a struggle.
Let's go kill the struggle.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like,
let's go figure out what it is.
Yeah, you hear like a voice sort of crying out and like heavy thumping.
We'll go at it kind of SWAT teamy. Let's
Okay.
take cover, but move forward.
All right.
And I'll secure the rights from Atlanta Rhythm Heritage.
For the SWAT theme.
Yeah, the
SWAT
SWAT
theme.
theme. Yeah, the SWAT theme.
SWAT team theme.
Whoa. I just want to let
No
this
one's
go.
alive that owns that song, so we're not going to get sued.
I had the 45.
Any fucking
I did
reference
too.
from 30
Yeah.
years ago. is
And
that
public
that and the
domain.
Axel F theme.
And you know the flip side? What was the flip side?
Well, I don't remember.
It was I wouldn't treat a dog the way you treated me.
Well, I don't remember that.
I just I
don't
only
think I
remember
ever
it
listened to
because
it.
last week I accidentally saw that it was a cover of some old blues song.
Oh, wow. Which, the SWAT theme?
Yeah, that was an old Lightning Hopkins number.
Why
A
would
theme
you
from
ever
SWAT.
flip the SWAT theme over?
Yeah, Well, it's like I flipped over the
must have
Happy
been an
Days theme
accident.
once.
Robert Johnson wrote Welcome Back, Kotter, too. So
Yeah.
they all
The
go
show?
Back. They all go back. No, the theme song. He imagined
I'm confused by everything.
the devil sold him this song, Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah.
At the crossroads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Ralph Macchio?
Sure.
I remember the scene where Robert Johnson wakes up in bed with his wife. He goes, Julie, ever tell you about my Uncle Horshowitz?
Perfect.
No, Robert. You didn't tell me
Another
about your
spot
uncle.
on impression.
It's my
Okay.
Marcia Strassman impression.
So mentally to the strains of the
Gabe
SWAT
Kaplan to
theme,
Marcia's Rasmus.
you move down the hallway, and you actually see the end of the it ends in a T intersection. There's left.
What are you talking about?
You're moving down the hallway.
I was talking about SWAT and fucking Welcome Back,
And
Kotter.
references only we remember.
So Horshack and I are
God, here we go.
against the lockers. We're headed down to Woodman's office. I have my staff out.
So there's a scuffle.
I'm so sorry.
Let's get the scuffle. Let's kill
All
the
right.
scuffle.
Yeah.
So you get to you near the end of the hallway, and you don't see anything actually. And as you sort of slow, expecting the action to be just around the corner up ahead, you sort of start to put together that it's in one of the rooms between you and the end of the hallway. And as you sort of scoot up, you narrow it down. It's on the right side. There's a door,
Okay.
and inside you can hear it. Sounds like somebody being like kicked or punched.
We gotta get in
and
there.
grunting.
Or fucked to
One
death
of these
by a
people
horse.
is probably on our side. If there's a two-person,
It's a scene from Cruising.
you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you guys are on a tear.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Yeah.
Somebody with a ranged weapon want to
Here's-
follow me in.
Here's another thing I'm
Well, it's a
thinking
small room.
is
Yeah, but I mean, to the
sorry to interrupt. I just want to say it out loud. Maybe these people are fuel for the ship.
right?
Sure.
That makes sense.
Sure.
yeah. Well, I'm
Let's see what these people are, though. The scuffling ones.
You just wanted to make sure you get the credit for that. I think that's a good one because I think that's
No, I'm updating my theory about the body
Theory
replacement
update.
I
thing.
like it.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
reaching the door and going in.
Yeah, what's in here?
You're breaching it.
What's the
Yep.
scrabble?
He breached it.
Scrabbling?
After each one of these theories, by the way, everyone looks at me and it becomes this weird game of poker. So it's read the face.
Is it right?
Is it right?
Did it-
And then
did it-
I'm
did it
trying
the
to
right
trick
thing?
them or deceive them by either giving no emotion or false emotion. There's the meta game that's going on.
I agree. X gets the square.
Ding.
All right. So you
And
go
all
in.
in.
You go in strong through this door, and you are met with your foot. The first thing, a few things you notice, Amarth. You're on point, right?
Yeah.
So as you go in, your foot brushes against what looks like one of the black collector robes, and it's
Okay.
settled down onto the ground. The room is filled with suspended men experiments. The one nearest, nearest the entrance, is the lines are hanging loose, and his eyes are open. And he seems to be sort of like, it looks like he's trying to scream, but all he can get out is sort of like guttural sounds, very low. And he's sort of it looks like he's trying to work himself free, but he's just smacking into all the other guys around him. So you're hearing him thump into the bodies that are suspended around him. But he looks at you. There's his first emotion is just like, it looks like sheer terror on his face as you guys come in with all your weapons drawn and
Way to go.
singing police songs.
And then we hear the splatter.
So
of poo-poo
if we
coming out.
unplug him, then he's dead. Is that the assumption?
No, he's unplugged.
Oh, he is. Oh,
yeah,
great.
it looks like you might have whatever you
Eric
did with
Clapton
the
unplugged.
collectors might have interrupted something going on in this room. So it looks like the collector had been either in mid plug-in or maintenance.
So what's he
something.
hanging from?
He's just hanging from like non pumped lines. He's like
Are they in his
suspension
body?
lines.
But they're like just tied to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I go help him.
So
I go
these
help
are
him.
marks that he's been plugged into.
He does look like he has been plugged in yet, or yes, he has been plugged in. So
But he's not right now. Okay, I help him down.
okay.
Make sure he doesn't strangle you
So
with
now
fear.
the line, he is hanging, but this is also sort of like sort of. I'm drawing inspiration from Coma here, but so he's hanging with lines that are
Michael Crichton's Coma.
that are inside of
David
him,
Eggers wrote.
but it's more like anchors.
Okay.
It's sort of like a more clinical way of hanging someone. Leatherface style, kind of like they have sort of spikes in his
So,
sides.
but it looks like I
that
can
are-
take it out without.
Yeah.
Okay, so I tell him as I approach him, maybe actually block you with his now. What's your
With
charisma?
my 18 charisma.
His 18
Yep. Oh,
charisma.
the perfect 18, still perfect though.
Wow.
18's the new 20.
Amazing, you guys.
So maybe you can also whisper assurances as I tell him I'm not going to hurt him. I'm going to help him get down, but this might hurt taking out the things. Is he calming down a little bit?
Just give
Let's
him a
roll.
sugar cube and
Let's
say,
roll
"Easy,
against
girl."
that 18 right now. Nice. All right.
That's a 13. A lucky 13.
All right. So you help sort of support this guy, and you're telling him, and you're
Everything's going to be cool, bro. Just relax. Stay in school.
Mildred, you go to unhook him, and you see that the two pins that are in his sides, when you go to sort of like withdraw them, they clank almost like they're hooked, and you realize that they're connected somewhere in the middle of him.
Enough of these people.
And now that you've started, though, you kind of don't want to stop. So a real a guess about how it may work. You just sort of jockey them in position, and when you pull them out, it looks like two metal rods that end in like tiny little coat hanger hooks that were latched. So they were stuck in through his gut.
That's cute.
So you pull them out, just awful. And he's like, he's Mr. Hansing.
Jesus.
And
So many people
Gerry-
are tuning out right now. That's so fucking terrible.
Jerry would probably heal him because he tried to heal the other guy. The other guy he got repelled from when he.
yes, yeah. It just didn't take right.
Yeah.
So, Sir Richard, he'll come up and do a little laying on of hands. The guy
This guy's going to lay hands on you. Be cool.
The guy, as soon as the guy, even with the agony of having these rods pulled out of his sides, they're anchored. Picture like above your hips, so they're
Yeah,
just
I
like.
think we got it.
Okay. Well, it's for the listener. You guys are seeing me mime this, but. Oh God. I'll have to draw a diagram. It's fucking disgusting. Okay, so Sir Richard comes up and does a brief prayer and a laying on of hands. This guy, though, even through the agony of this, as soon as he realizes you're there to help, he almost seems like he's beyond pain. Like he just is like, he relaxes in your arms, Blackie, and you guys like lower him down to the floor. Other than the weird sort of abdominal wounds, he doesn't seem like he's in too bad a shape.
And he's
Do you
human.
want to describe him a little more, or did you want to?
Well, I mean,
Is there anything leaking out of any part of him?
What about
Is
his
he-
entrails? Are they
Just a
in
little-
place?
no,
or?
a
Is
little
he
blood.
shaking uncontrollably?
It's unfortunate
Is he
that
biting
the
his tongue?
rods ended in tiny hooks because it did gouge
Yeah,
out
it is
some.
unfortunate. It's fucking
canals.
gross.
Some canals?
Canal.
I'm just trying to upset Kim.
Maybe
now.
he will be able to talk.
I'll start talking about spiders.
Oh God! All right.
Canals are
Truce.
canals, like the chef's term.
Ugh, that's really gross. Yeah, so he's laying there, and he's looking between all of you with like a sort of a clear look. He doesn't seem like he's.
How do you feel? Are you all right? Are you okay?
So he
Says the dinosaur.
yeah.
Oh, is Ken still a dragon in second?
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be.
I'd best be.
No, physically, you guys won't change at all.
Okay.
We'll just work up. I'm going to work up my own Dragonborn rules because, I don't know, Draconians aren't a perfect dragonkin or whatever. I'm going to we'll put something together that's special for you.
I like special things.
Yeah, so he, it looks like he mouths some words, but you can't make him out. Like checking his mat, like to see if he's like been like had his tongue cut out or whatever. It looks like he's still got all that stuff, but maybe
Speak up, sir.
Wow. Nice time is over.
And you don't know where to go.
Collector.
Why don't you go where fashion says?
Collector.
What done the ring?
So he can't communicate.
He's like, but he mimes.
Are you an idiot?
He's miming something.
He mimes with his hands
A
to
jerking off motion?
ask for looks like he's asking for a quill or
Oh.
some
Okay.
type of utensil to.
Does anybody have some type
Do
of
we have anything
utensil
like
to?
that?
I don't think you do, but he could like carve something
Have a mechanical
or do
pencil.
something
Why
with
doesn't
his
he
finger.
why doesn't he take that stick that was inside his gut and use his own blood
yeah.
to write something?
There's an
Wouldn't that be
idea.
great?
Making a lot of sense. Thinking like a barbarian.
I need you
Wait, Blackie
to
must
become
have
your
something.
own Sharpie.
Blackie must have something for like his spell book and things, right? Some type of
You
writing
do have a
tool.
spell book now.
So he probably has some kind of just
that's
a
right,
thought.
second
just
edition
a thought.
spell- good
Yeah,
job.
Spell book.
Yeah,
It's
you're
more.
gonna need
I
a
have
spell book.
I have a little spell pad.
But I don't know. You could have him. Yeah,
Or he can.
Yeah,
write
or
his
you
own
You
could
could
book.
write
write
it-
letters on her hand.
you could roll him over and this is Sir Richard saying, let's
Oh, yeah,
roll him
roll
over
him
on his
over.
side and he can
Yeah, roll
scrawl
him
it
over.
on the floor.
Okay.
I like it.
That way we don't have to waste
Fucking
any
horrible.
of Blackie's special magic.
Yeah, write it with your
Pages.
finger in your own groove.
That's not nice.
All right, he understands though.
Groove, like gore.
For me, do you have any Grey Groupon?
Is that
And then a
word?
great
Gru?
bunch of.
Grue, Grue.
I think
I
of
thought
Gru
that
is
was
from
a Zork.
Infocom.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
like
that
they'll
was the
eat you
Zork.
if it's dark.
You were eaten by a Grue, yeah. It's not it's
Something different.
spelled the same, but it's
We should get a group on.
Grue.
You were like
Pawn.
eaten by a Gru.
Pardon me, but do you have any Grue pan?
Oh my god.
All right, you roll him over on his side. He understands what
For
you're
some reason, I'm sweating after
Wait.
that.
Yeah.
what you want from him, and he dabs his finger pin in his side holes.
His
Yeah.
groove hole.
And starts
That's so hot.
and he starts to write like a very simple, like scrawl a very simple message.
Dear Penthouse
Is it a
Forum.
message of hope?
Well, let me see if it's a message that you could immediately even read.
Oh, was he writing in cursive?
Actually, okay, no, it's legible to. Actually, it's legible to all of you. But you can tell by the way he scripts some of the letters that it's he's not from any of the places you're from, but he's definitely taking his best shot at doing like assuming that you don't speak his language, and he's trying to write common out here. So, but he scrawls out 3 words in blood, and it says "save my." And then there's a W, and he starts to write a letter, and he stops, and for a second you think he's gonna die, but it looks like he'd started to write like an I, but he changed it, so it was "save my Y," and then he changes it and he writes "save my world."
I think that's what we're trying to do.
We're trying, I guess.
Yeah.
We might be
Do
doing
you, have any,
something
do
wrong.
you have any tips or?
How? Yeah, exactly how.
Okay, so he goes in for another dip.
Where's
Dip
the
of
old man? Yeah.
the inkwell. And he
Madeline,
writes,
take a note.
"Kill
The
the,"
old man.
and then he starts to write a third word out. It looks like he's saying world again, but it changes as he goes, and it says "kill the women." And then he like slumps over. He's not dead, but it just looks like he's.
So
Amar,
all the
don't kill Mildred.
all the replacement women that are on these planets, the clones, right? Like they must be part of the taking over. Like how there's another version of Mildred.
Kill the clones.
But you
The
think
women
that there's
clones?
not now.
Not now because of the
Possibly, yeah.
soul release or whatever.
I love it.
But so that in order to save the world, you'd need to annihilate all the clone women
Yeah.
and or free their
If
souls.
that necromancer can control people that are like sort of connected to him,
Right.
like he could with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like who knows what he could do with the actual clone. Like you, he only had extracted a bit of that
Right,
soul.
I gotcha. Sure wish we'd killed that other Mildred. But I guess if my soul is free, then hopefully.
Yeah.
Also, sure wish that we could save all the worlds in the known universe, which I guess are...
Right.
But, I was just thinking about
We
me.
don't need to be selfish.
Which we do.
Kill the old man. Oh, with this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we gotta put him out of his misery.
What? Okay. He's okay-ish, right?
Okay.
He's just exhausted.
Yeah, he's just
Oh,
tired.
okay. Then let's leave him here to die on his own.
Well, I don't know what... Yeah, let's see what he wants,
What do you want to do? You want to die or live?
Hey, we got to go. You can follow us if you can.
Oh, he can't follow.
He gestures to you. He gestures like he's too weak. He just gestures like a go. Just go.
All right, leave him. Goodbye.
Yeah.
I give him a little ration of food and
Thanks
some
for
water.
the tips.
Okay.
Sorry you had weird hooks in your self.
We should break for this week and then kill all the women next week
Sweet.
in the game.
In the world of the game.
And until then, we'll just play GTA and kill all the women in GTA.
Oh man, I'm so far ahead of you.
I can't even log on.
Blaine, you got anything this weekend?
I think
It's actually this weekend.
Oh, it's actually this weekend. I think the Tulsa Skull Swingers are playing somewhere. I'm not sure where. Check my Twitter
A band
feed.
you're in and you're not sure where you're playing?
Yeah, we have a bunch of dates. And then, but next week, the 19th and 20th, I'll be announcing a roller derby, and then the 30th and 31st of October, Lucha Vavoom, the Halloween run.
Oh, wow.
That'll be a lot of fun at the Mayan.
Nice.
That is fun.
I'll be in Eugene this weekend.
Merman?
Yeah, I'm fucking Eugene Merman, and I'm letting people know to come watch me be in him. No, Eugene, the town in Oregon. I'm
I was
playing at
worried
the
for
Wow
a minute.
Hall.
I was really worried.
Playing the Wow Hall Friday the 4th. It's just one show up there, but it'll be a fucking blast. I'm with this guy, Derek Sheen, who is one of the funniest dudes out there right now. Really, really funny from Seattle. That's it. Oh, our book, Hollywood Said No. And then Gerry and I, Deadpool, first 12 issues are collected in hardcover. Great Christmas gift. Also, The Last Christmas is available in hardcover now. One of the first books I wrote with Gerry Duggan through Image Comics. But hardcover, beautiful art by Rick Remender. And that's an even more perfect Christmas gift because it's about Christmas. Thanks. You've been listening to Nerd Poker. See you next week.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com